Welcome back. Today we're doing a deep dive into a really intense ancient narrative. It's all about total victory, but also warfare, caves, and kings. We're getting into the story of Joshua's victory at Makkedah.
That's right. And our mission today is to really get into the details of Joshua chapter 10. We're going to unpack how this one moment, which on the surface looks unbelievably harsh, actually sets the stage for a world-changing prophecy almost 1,400 years later.
Okay, so let's set the scene for you. Joshua has just completely routed this massive coalition of Amorite kings.
The Big Five, yeah. The leaders of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon.
And they fled. They are totally defeated, and they're found hiding together
in a cave at Makkedah.
And this is where the strategy gets fascinating. Joshua knows he has them, the biggest prizes of the war. But his first command, it's not what you'd expect.
Right. He doesn't just say surround the caves.
No. He says roll these huge stones in front of the entrance, post a few guards, but, and this is the key part, he tells the main army, do not stay here.
Pursue your enemies. Exactly. Go finish the job. Go after the rest of their army.
But hold on. He traps the 5 most important men on the battlefield and then tells his main army to just leave. I mean, isn't that an incredible risk?
It sounds that way, doesn't it? But what it really shows is just an absolute strategic focus. The immediate threat wasn't the 5 kings. They were contained. The real danger was the rest of their army getting away.
So he was basically demonstrating that the kings were already a done deal.
Precisely. Victory was inevitable. He couldn't pause the entire war for a bit of theater. Not yet, anyway.
So once the pursuit is finally over, the scene shifts. They come back to the cave.
Verse 22 says, they open it up and bring the 5 kings out, and Joshua gathers all his commanders, his chiefs of war.
And the command he gives here is, well, it's just so visceral. He says, come near, put your feet on the necks of these kings.
And you have to understand the context here. This wasn't just random cruelty. It was, common practice in the ancient Near East. A clear symbol of total conquest.
A kind of instructional theater.
Exactly that.
Yeah. And
Joshua immediately uses it for something more. He turns to his men and says, do not be afraid or dismayed. Be strong and courageous.
He's saying, look at this. This is what the Lord will do to all your enemies.
It was a physical promise of future victories.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
And the finality is just total. Joshua puts them to death. They're hanged on trees. Then their bodies are thrown back into that same cave and sealed up.
And not just them. The city of Makkedah itself is captured and devoted to destruction. That process called harem. No one left. It reinforces the severity of the command.
Still, let's be honest. When you read that today, the whole stepping on the next part, it's brutal. It seems excessive.
Oh, it's absolutely brutal. And it's meant to be, I think you're supposed to be arrested by that image. You're meant to ask why this specific gruesome detail.
And that's where the sources we looked at provide this incredible insight.
Right, because this moment isn't just a historical record. It's viewed as a foreshadowing. It's pointing forward about 1,400 years to a far greater victory.
And a different king.
An ultimate victor, precisely. That physical act of placing enemies underfoot becomes a living metaphor. It connects directly to the prophetic language you find in Psalm 110.
The Lord says to my Lord, sit at my right hand until I make your enemies your footstool.
There it is, your footstool. The act at Makkedah is seen as the historical prototype for that spiritual conquest.
So the sources draw a very clear line. You have Joshua, and it's not a coincidence. His Hebrew name, Yeshua, is the root of the name Jesus. He's the commander who sets the physical precedent.
And then Jesus is presented as the ultimate king, the new Joshua, who achieves the ultimate victory. Not over 5 kings in a cave, but over
sin and death itself.
Exactly. So if we pull all of this together, the core takeaway for you is really a change in perspective, that historical brutality. It serves as a powerful metaphor for the ultimate defeat of those enemies we all face.
Things like fear, anxiety, doubt.
All of it. The message is that the fight is, in a sense, already fixed. Victory is secured.
Which brings us right back to what Joshua told his men, doesn't it? Be strong and courageous. Why?
Because the battle is already won. So maybe here's a thought to leave you with. If the enemy is destined to be a footstool, what specific fear or roadblock in your life right now is merely waiting to be recognized as already defeated?